Great day, everyone. Jereshia Hawk here. I'm an income strategist and founder of the Goal Getter Group, where I help women who work a 9-to-5 build a business on the side. Today, we're going to be talking about this real question a lot of us that need to be thinking about and probably have been thinking about. Do you have what it takes to turn your calling into a career? Meaning, do you have what it takes to make your dream come to life, to build that business you've always wanted to start, to achieve that rank or achieve that level of leadership within your corporate environment? Do you have what it takes to turn your calling, your purpose, your passion, your dreams? Do you have what it takes to turn that into a career, into your lifestyle, into your everyday interactions? And that's what I wanted to talk about today. And I'm not just talking about whether or not you have the money, have the resources, the education, the team, the strategies to figure it out. I'm talking about if you have the energy, the effort, the commitment, the dedication, the work ethic that's required to make these things happen. A lot of us are in a position right now where I think sometimes we just get stalled. You know, we keep thinking that, oh, I need to do I need more experience. I need to take a class and I need to be certified. I need to, we make all these excuses up as to why we can't go out and make something happen in our life, or why we can't go and, create whatever it is that we want to create. We keep saying we don't have the money, we don't have the time, we don't have the resources, we don't have the education, we don't have the certification, and really it has nothing to do with any of those things. The only thing that's holding you back from getting to the next level, the only thing that's holding you back from bringing your dream to life, the only thing holding you back from turning your calling into a career is yourself. So many of us right now, we know exactly what we need to do in order to get to the next level. We all have education, we all have resources, we all at least know, for the most part, what the next right step is to get us in the direction of what we want to go into. A lot of us, we have the seed in our hand. We know what we need to do. What we fail to do is actually plant the seed in the soil. We have to plant the seed, nurture that seed, water that seed, put sunlight on that seed in order for it to grow, right? So many of us just won't put the seed in the soil. We keep thinking that we need to go get another seed, or we need to go, buy a watering pot, or that we need to go buy better fertilizer, or that we need to go buy a new window or whatever so we can have better sunlight, or whatever the case may be. And the only thing that's missing, all that stuff you need it maybe eventually, but you don't need it to get started. None of that stuff matters. You can have the right water, the right fertilizer, you can have the right flower pot, you can have the right everything, but if you don't put the seed in the dirt, right? If you don't take action on your idea, on your passion or your purpose or your dream, and put it in the soil and get dirty, get in the dirt, dig up a hole, plant it, nothing else, you're not going to be able to bring it to life. And I hope this is resonating, because I just see this happening a lot right now, especially since we just launched Fuck Fixed Income, and I've been talking to a ton of people who were interested in joining, and a few people didn't join because they didn't think it was the right time. They didn't think that they were credible enough. They didn't think they had the right certifications. They thought they needed so much more figured out before they could even get started, or before they would even take action on their dream or launch their business, when really, guys, those are just excuses that we are making for ourselves, because there's some fear that's probably there, right? A lot of us are afraid of our own success. A lot of us are terrified by the fact what if we actually are capable of creating this dream life that we want for ourselves? What if we are actually capable of, living a life of freedom and living life on our own terms and being able to define and control our schedules to how we see fit? What if you're able to actually hit those income goals? So many of us are conditioned and have limiting beliefs around what we're able to have, that sometimes we get scared of our own success and just won't plant the seed, because it's like, well, what if it actually happens? And we end up sabotaging ourselves sometimes. Or quite frankly, we just, we're scared of the unknown. We'd rather be comfortable, even though whatever we're comfortable in right now isn't really bringing us full happiness. A lot of us sometimes would just rather stay comfortable and stay put and just keep living life the way we have been living life, because even though it may not bring us happiness, and even though it may not be what we want, we're familiar with it. It's comfortable. And our brain even Our brain operates in a way that it wants to keep us safe. It wants to keep us comfortable. So when we start trying to grow and stretch and get outside of our comfort zone, sometimes internally those fears and those like limiting beliefs in our brain will try to like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is new stuff. Wait a minute. We're supposed to keep you safe and keep you comfortable here. And we have to be like learn how to work past that. And all that is like self-awareness and working through your mindset and being able to overcome that. Because it is uncomfortable. Growth is extremely uncomfortable. When you really are getting to that space or getting to that edge where it feels uncomfortable and it's a little scary and it's like, oh shit. Lean into that. Like your gut, lean into that. Because all that is growth. Those nerves, the same feelings and the same like endorphins and the same like chemical reaction that happens in your body when you feel nervousness is the exact same thing. The same reaction, the same internal thing going on when it's excitement. Shift your mindset. You know, you're excited about new opportunities and possibilities. You're excited about growth. Like, be excited about that. But I just want to, let me know if this is resonating with any of you guys that are listening right now. I know a few of you are on, like, throw some hearts or hop in the comments. Let me know, do you agree? Do you disagree? Like, what is it right now? What's like the number one thing that you need to do right now that you know you need to do to get to the next level in your business or to get to the next level in whatever goal it is in your life? And what is that one thing? I'm really interested to know. Because a lot of us know exactly what that next step is, but we're scared to lean into it. Or there's fears that are holding us back. Or we keep making excuses as to why we can't have something. And I can guarantee you it's not a time thing. You know, we make time for the things that are a priority for us. And sometimes getting to that next level of abundance is scary. And we will self-sabotage. We will self-sabotage our own growth and our own success. And we have got to stop doing that. You know, I can guarantee you, yes, having education. A lot of people I know, especially in the business realm, they're like, well, I don't have a logo yet, so I can't start a business. I don't have a website yet, so I can't start a business. I don't have my LLC yet, so I can't start a business. And I'm calling straight bullshit on all of the above because you don't need any of the above to get started. You guys are worried about, like, another way I can explain this. You guys are more worried about, like, the weave you're about to buy or the makeup you're going to put on or, like, what bra you're going to use to push up your tatas. You know, all the stuff that makes us pretty is great. All the stuff that makes us look better externally is great, but you need to get like to the root cause. When all that shit comes off, the hair, the nails, the weave, the makeup, when the Spanx come off, you need to get back down to like the root of it all. What is the base of what's going on with you? And you need to start there. Like, maybe that was kind of a bad analogy, but I'm just saying, like, we don't get so caught up in like the pretty stuff. Don't get so caught up in like, who's going to do my logo? Or I need to think about branding. I need to think about marketing. None of that stuff matters if you don't have something to sell. And if you don't, you need to figure out doing your research and testing a product, testing an idea, testing whatever it is that you want to actually bring into fruition. That's where you start. Like, just plant the seed, nurture the seed, try to get that first little sprout to grow before you start worrying about like all the pretty stuff to make it better, or getting a better fertilizer, or, you know, getting the marketing. You can't market or brand or like scale something if it hasn't been proven and tested that it actually works or that it'll actually grow. Hey guys, I'm gonna say, I hope this is resonating. You guys are kind of quiet today, but that was just really heavy on me because I see so many people saying they want more for their life. They want to start that business. They want to make extra money on the side. They want that promotion. Like, they want to lose that weight. They want whatever it is they want, but we self-sabotage ourselves from getting it, saying that we don't have the resources, the time, the money, the education. We need to go get certified by somebody. Like, screw getting certified, unless, you know, it's like a legit thing. Like, if you're trying to be a lawyer, you have to pass the bar. Or if you're trying to be a doctor, you do have to go to med school. But, like, a lot of us right here are in a position where we're just trying to start, like, business coaching. I know so many people want to start doing consulting or coaching similar to what I'm doing in my business. Guys, I'm not certified. I didn't go to some official business coach training to get some little diploma or paper to say I'm qualified to do this. My experience and my like real results, that gives me credentials. my work experience in my 9-to-5 job, and me being able to strategically apply what I'm learning in my corporate career to what I'm doing in my small business, that gives me credentials. I do not need, and you do not need, to go to some school or pay for some program to get certified to do this. And that's like kind of an interesting thing about our industry right now, that there are no real regulations on like this online coaching consulting world that we're in. There are no like legal requirements for us to be certified in this. Now, can the industry change down the line? Like, yes, and I won't be surprised if it does eventually, because there's so many people entering into this space. But you don't need anything else more than what you already have. A lot of you guys have years of experience doing whatever it is that you want to go teach somebody else how to do because of your previous work experience or your life experience. That's enough. Just get started. I need you guys, hey everybody, you guys have the seed. You know what you need to do. I just want you to get dirty, plant the damn thing in the soil, and nurture it. Speak good on it, put some sunlight on it, and water that thing until it starts to grow. We have got, like, everybody's saying, I need more information, I need more education. What you really need to do to get that transformation in your life is you need to execute. And I need you to be every day consistently executing. Oh, let me read some of the comments. Hey, Kelly. Lucy said, the only thing stopping me is funds. I'm working towards having the amount I need to start so I don't fall into the startup loan situation. That is real. Lucy, what kind of business are you trying to start? Because one thing, I've started 2 businesses that have made multiple 5 figures in less than a year. And both of those businesses I started for less than $300. A lot of us can start our businesses or whatever. Like, one thing I want us to like wrap our minds around too is, I know all of us here have big passions. We have big hearts. We want to serve the world. We want to make the world a better place. We want to have this amazing impact on our community and those around us, which is great. But sometimes, like, people say, well, I don't want to get started unless I can do something that I absolutely love and that's my true passion. And let's say, I don't know, let's say poetry is your passion. I love writing poetry, and I don't want to start until I know I can make a business out of it. And so many people say that. It's like, I want to write poetry for a living, and that's what I want to make money off of, but I can't figure out how to do that. I need either to go to like these poetry slam events and compete in all these competitions in order to get like recognition or whatever. Like, that's a thought process for somebody who maybe wants to do that. One thing, and then people will just stop. They just have this dream saying they want to do poetry, or they want to play basketball, or they're passionate about like mentorship or something, and they want to give back to the community, but because they can't figure out a way to make that exact dream in the way that they think it should happen, the way they've kind of boxed that idea that's the normal way of society being able to create a business out of it, because they can't figure that out, they just stop themselves. And I just think that's a really interesting mindset to have, because let's say you have a dream of being like the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, right? Just because you can't, like, none of us can just walk into a Fortune 500 company today and just become the CEO tomorrow, right? We have to, like, create and carve a path that gets us to that end result. So a lot of the time we have to get education, then we have to get an internship, then we have to be an entry-level employee, then we have to be a first-line supervisor, then we have to be a mid-level supervisor, then we have to be a director, then we have to be an executive director, then we have to be a VP, then we have to be a senior VP, and then we get to be the CEO. 10 different jobs, 10 different opportunities, 10 different things we have to do to get to CEO. Why don't we think about our dream business in the same way? Like, if your goal is to be able to have, I'm looking at Oprah right now. If your goal is to be able to open up schools in Africa or something, just because you can't do that exact idea tomorrow does not mean you should just not start. Start with the very first thing that you can do that just starts making you money. So you can just create a cash cushion for you to use. That's one opportunity. Then you use that money that you made from that business to start the next business, or to grow that business, or to reinvest in that business so you can make more money. So then you can create a business that makes money that you can save to build the capital that you need to go create the schools in Africa. Like, we don't just walk into a corporation thinking we're going to be CEO tomorrow. Why do so many of us stop ourselves and not take all the steps that we maybe have to take, or to create the smaller opportunities so we can actually get to the end opportunity that we're really truly love and that we're super, super passionate about? Like, we have to do little things along the way so we can get to that end goal and end result. Like, does that make sense? I just see a lot of us stopping way too soon and like quitting the game just because what we think, whatever it is we're passionate about, because we can't have it tomorrow, we just get out of the game altogether. And I don't understand that mindset. And I'm just really encouraging you guys, like, what can you do right now to help you create opportunities, or access to opportunities, or access to funds or time or resources that you can build on, so then you can ultimately get to the end goal or the end result that you want to have. And like, when I first started my first business in college, I sold women's clothes and shoes and stuff online. And even though I love fashion, like, I didn't want to be in retail for the rest of my life, but I had to pay for school. So like, I started a business so I could get money. And it ultimately helped me get experience with starting businesses and doing it very, very quickly, which has been extremely valuable to me long term. But I started that business not with the idea that, like, just because I'm doing this business now, it means I have to do it forever. It was like, no, I'm doing this business now so I can get some money so I can pay for school. But I found a way to execute in that business that I was passionate about. Even though selling clothes and being in retail wasn't my biggest passion, it's not my life mission or my life goal, it's still, I found a way to execute in that space that in a way that I was still passionate about. Does that make sense? But and also, it was a short-term opportunity that I had to take in order to get my end result. We have to think about the short-term sacrifice sometimes, or the short-term opportunities that we have to take in order for us to get to that next level. For us to build whatever level of expertise or education, or just getting the money that we need to get right now, so then we can, that's our first building block. And then we just reinvest and build on that so we can get to the next level and get to where it is we want to go. Lucy said, I'm going to start a mobile advertising unit, a mobile electronic billboard in the busiest street, 15 blocks of my city, specifically targeted towards the businesses on this street, restaurants, bars, owners. I already studied the market and I have a good chance of making it work. I have two other businesses, a party hall and a small transportation business. Both of them were started with low money. The transportation business gave me the money for the party hall, good stuff. Now the party hall is partially giving me the money for the advertising unit. It's just a matter of time and motivation. I will make it. Good stuff. I love that. And I love that, I love that, I love that. I love that you're creating opportunities that will help build so you can get to the place that you actually want to be. We have to set the foundation, yes. So that's what I got for you guys. I have to hop on a coaching call in a couple minutes here. But just really, do you have what it takes to turn your calling into a career? And I'm not talking about the money, the time, the resources. I'm talking about your effort. Your personal, intentional, like, effort to make stuff happen. We need to stop consuming so much content all the time and actually start creating the stuff that we want to make happen. We need to stop taking in all this stuff, education, and thinking that we need more and more and more and more and more. I want you to use what you already have right now and go execute on it. Period. Because people always ask, well, Jay, how have you been able to grow your business as quickly as you have? I mean, I've had the Goal Getter group since October. It's May, and I'm consistently earning high 4 figures, low 5 figures every single month. And then everybody always asks, how am I doing this? How am I doing this? How am I doing this? What is your secret formula? And I'm going to leave you with this. The number one thing that I'm doing that has allowed me to gain 4-figure clients, earn 5-figure months, is my consistent execution. Seriously, my consistent execution is what has allowed me to grow my business as rapidly as I have. Because every single day I show up, Every single day I'm investing in my business. Every single day I am I'm creating content. I'm solving a problem. I'm providing a solution to my ideal client. I'm learning my client better, understanding who I'm serving better. I'm trying and experimenting and testing things to see what works. Because you can learn all these strategies, which are great. They're like foundational things that you need to know. But at the end of the day, you have to learn how to adjust and adapt that strategy to make it fit you, to make it fit your product, and to make it fit your person, who you're serving. But you're not going to figure that stuff out unless you execute and go test it on the market and see how people respond and figure that piece out. So the only thing I really want you guys to do this weekend is stop consuming so much content. I want you to use exactly what you have right now. Tell me in the comments below, what is the next best step that you need to take to move the needle in your life and in your business? And all I want you to do this weekend is execute. Just execute, execute, execute. If something happens that doesn't go wrong, great. Figure out why it didn't work and create a new solution. Pivot. I want you to just focus on execution. Seriously, that's the number one reason why my business has grown as rapidly as it has. It's because I consistently execute. So go make moves. Take this time this weekend to move the needle. You already have a lot of the resources that you need available to you. Stop consuming and start creating. And go make shit happen, guys, okay? I'll talk to you guys soon. Feel free to give me updates in the comments later on. Enjoy your weekend. Remember what Jereshia said. If you need additional resources or want to join my free accountability group, just click the link in the title of this Facebook Live, and I would love to see you in my free Facebook group for our accountability group for our goal getters. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.